So we're going to lead off with something that we sort of mentioned before about we might have these sort of weird hybrid intergenerational machines coming out from Microsoft and Sony. And we have confirmation, pretty solid, from a couple different sources, from Giant Bomb and Eurogamer, that we do have, looks like on the horizon, a PS4 upgrade console.
Yes, codenamed the PS4 Neo. It took me a minute to realize that the VR was codenamed Morpheus, so we've got a little bit of a Matrix thing going on here.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
yeah.
So what you're looking at is an upgrade on the clock speed of the core. So there's 8 cores, 8 Jaguar cores. So right now they're 1.6 gigahertz. The Neo will have them at 2.1 gigahertz. So that's a speed increase. Do your math, kiddies, of about 33%. Right there. Yeah, 1.3x. It's right next to me on the chart. I'm doing math in my head unnecessarily. Then you have your graphics card that's going to be clocked as 18. I don't know what this means. 18 Radeon GCN. I don't know if that's a core. I don't know. That compute units at 800 megahertz. Compute units. 36 improves double the amount of whatever this GCN means. Excuse me. Is that memory? Oh no, that is the GPU. So it's going to be a 14% increase, but an increase of 2.3x in flops. I'm not sure what flops is. It sounds like a nice pancake combo move.
You know, I've been craving pancakes so much lately, and I've been refusing to let myself eat them.
So your boost is 2.3 times the flops on the new PS4 Neo, and this is an improvement here. The same type of RAM, but quicker more bandwidth. It looks like, so you're going to go from 176 gigabits per second to 218. So it's 24% more bandwidth and 512 meg more usable memory. So what does this mean? This means that what Sony wants, besides getting your money to get a, in between generation console, is that they want to then have developers and publishers going forward, once you get towards the end of the year when it's supposed to be released, supposedly.
October is when they say.
What they want to do is have, I guess, at least their marquee games have 2 different modes in order to attract people to buy this. You're going to have your base mode, which is, your crummy base PS4 graphics, and then your Neo mode, which will probably, more textures, higher res models, maybe better frame rate. So then you're going to have 2 different ways to play these games, almost like having a computer and having graphic card settings.
Right. So what they've stated is, if these rumors are to be believed, and these are basically all but confirmed, or perhaps have been very recently, every game starting in October has to have 2 modes. It's not just their marquee games. What's being reported is every game has to have a base mode and a Neo mode. They've set supposedly some very strict guidelines for it, and these are things that I like. Basically, that beyond graphical and performance enhancements, one of the big ones being what you mentioned, which is a higher resolution. What they are saying is it has to have the same or a higher frame rate than the base model to be considered a Neo mode. So what you're going to get is you're going to get a better graphical performance and perhaps smoother gameplay. It's not allowed to have additional features. Basically, if you do not buy the Neo, you are not going to be locked out of special things, or what an example that I read was basically like a game like Rocket League that's very popular. The Neo mode of Rocket League is not allowed to have special cars that are not available in the standard mode. So what you really are looking at is essentially a computer upgrade wherein you can set your performance settings higher and get a better performance out of the game, but it's not actually going to unlock anything special. And it's not, as far as older rumors seem to hint, it's not actually going to impact the VR experience, is what they're saying. No matter which system you need, you are required to use the breakout box that's going to come with the PSVR to allow you to use the VR with the system. I think this is interesting It's interesting for a couple of reasons. One, I'm happy that they seem to be taking some pretty good steps to keep from splitting the user base. They've already stated, once again, allegedly, that this you cannot have separate online modes for Neo users over base users, so you're not going to split your online player base. You're not going to be missing out on anything in-game other than performance upgrades. So you're not missing out on any special content, which what this makes me ask is, I'm not sure who exactly this is targeted for. If you're the type of person who really cares about maxing out what you can get out of a game, you're probably a PC gamer, is my thought.
Probably.
Without, and they also said there won't be any exclusive games. Without that to entice people, I think it might be a tough sell unless there's a very good trade-in program that's going to allow people to upgrade for cheaper than what is being reported as an MSRP of $400, which I think is what most of us would have guessed. I don't know what to make of it. It's as of right now, it does not seem like something I would actually be interested in buying. I'm totally okay with a cut in performance for console use. That's a sacrifice I've always made by adopting consoles for convenience.
I think if it's supposed to be required for every game, that's insane.
Well, it's gonna make it's already reported to be making developers angry, giving them huge headaches.
Because then they got to look for ways to put in extra junk, and what if their game's ready to go? And they got to worry about, okay, now we got to do it. So what they're probably going to do then is just have the Neo mode be the regular mode they're working on anyway, and then just cut shit out for the shitty mode. I mean, because otherwise, if they got to rework months and months of time to improve the textures or frame rate, they might as well say, okay, screw it. Then the base mode is just going to be garbage. We're going to just take a few textures out here and there, or you know what I mean, or drop the frame. You know, like, I don't see it going well for this first batch of games that's already in the pipeline. No. I just don't.
What I kind of see is, I see a lazy approach where they simply increase the frame rate for the Neo mode because it's going to be the easiest way out for them. Mm-hmm. Or what's going to happen is you're going to end up with some titles like Hyrule Warriors on the new 3DS, which, while technically not an exclusive to the new 3DS, runs like absolute, basically unplayable garbage because of its frame rate on the standard 3DS. Now, like I said, Sony, according to these reports, is taking steps to make sure that that doesn't happen, to make sure that we get the same experience we've been getting on the PS4, but Neo owners will get an enhanced performance. But what does that actually mean down the line 3 years from now?
Yeah, what's the requirement? Like, okay, you get 2 more frames per second, you go from, like, 58 to 60 that no one will notice. Like, what is the requirement? Like, it's a marketing gimmick. We're talking about a system that's only been out for 2.5 years.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you're going to be like, okay, now what do we... That's already not good enough? The system's already not good enough for the games? 2.5 years?
It's pissed me off. I mean, earlier on, I was kind of thinking I might do the PS 4.5 or the Neo, as they're now calling it, finish out this console generation, buy only a Nintendo console, and make a gaming PC. Now I'm looking at what they're offering, and it doesn't particularly excite me. I don't know that I'm going to buy it, and I think that I'll probably just end up building a gaming PC way sooner than later, and once again, still sticking to a Nintendo console where they're going to offer me something I can't get anywhere else.
Okay, yeah. I see this only being good if you don't have a PS4 to begin with, and you figure, I might as well just spend the extra $100 or whatever and get this version.
Sure, because for $400, you're only paying $50 more than the base model currently. Now, granted, this will obviously drop the base model down.
Yeah, the base model has to drop.
Yeah, it's going to drop the base model down. I mean, it's going to get more PS... It will... I don't know. I'm really not... I really don't feel very positive about this.
Oh, well, we'll see it at E3 for sure. It's going to be interesting because you have probably the NX announcement. You're going to have this announced, and whatever half console generation unit the Microsoft team is dreaming up.